Hi, I'm Susan Rutledge, author of Creating Pattern Brushes in Adobe Illustrator, here today with another tutorial on how to make a pattern brush. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check my book out on Amazon.com. In this video, I'll show you how to make outer corner tiles for pattern brushes in Adobe Illustrator. I'll start out with a design I've already created, and I have made the top blue and the bottom green. Remember that because the outer corner tile occurs when there's an intersection with the bottoms of two side tiles. When we have the intersection of the top of two side tiles, that is when you have an inner corner tile, and we'll talk about those in a future video. So I've already placed the bounding box around my design. I'll open the brushes panel and I'll drag and drop the design in, and I'll select pattern brush and say OK. I'll name this multicolor and click OK. And now I'm ready to make the corner tile. And I'm going to move into the outline viewing mode, and that's keyboard shortcut Command Y. I'm going to make a copy of this side tile, and I'll hold down the Shift and Option keys as I drag. And when I see intersect, I'll release my mouse. This side tile is going to need to rotate, so I'll use the Rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, and that puts the little rotate ball in the center of the object, but I need it to rotate in the bottom right corner. So I'll click there, and I'm going to drag down holding the Shift key until I have a 90-degree angle, and then I'll release my mouse. I'll get the Selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and just click on the artboard to deselect that side tile. And now I'm ready to draw my bounding box for the outer corner tile, and that is to be an invisible rectangle. So I'll get the Rectangle tool, keyboard shortcut M, come to the Properties panel, and I'll remove the fill and the stroke, and then I'll start at this anchor point where the intersection occurs, and I'll drag out to make a perfect square and release my mouse, and then I'm going to begin the design. And so I'll just draw one more rectangle right on top of this bounding box and drop it there, and then I'll go to the left toolbar and I'm going to get the Delete Anchor Point tool, which is keyboard shortcut minus, and I'm going to click on the bottom right anchor, and that gives me a triangle there. I'll get the Selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I'll select my bounding box, and I'm going to go to the Layers panel, and I'll find it. It's the one that's selected, and I'm going to lock it so I don't move it when I'm creating my outer corner design. I'll get the Pen tool, which is keyboard shortcut P, and I'm going to start drawing some little objects which match up with the lines that are in the side tile designs. And after we get them drawn, I will go back into the preview mode and we'll add color. There's this one, and then I'm going to get the Rectangle tool, keyboard shortcut M, and make one kind of skinny rectangle and rotate it using the Rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, and I'll hold down the Shift key and drag it 45 degrees. Then I'll get the Selection tool, keyboard shortcut V. Then I'll drag my rectangle into the corner tile and release my mouse. Now let's go into the preview mode and add some color. Keyboard shortcut Command Y. Now I'm going to select the objects, and I'll get the Eyedropper tool, keyboard shortcut I, and I'm going to make that object green. I'll get the Selection tool, keyboard shortcut V. I'll make this object orange with the Eyedropper tool, and then Selection tool, Eyedropper tool, Selection tool, Eyedropper tool, and Selection tool, and eyedropper tool there. Okay, now the only thing I want to do is change the layer order of some of these. I'd like for the green to be on top. Right now you can see which layer it is, and I can just select it and I can drag it up to where it is on top of the orange. And I want the blue to be on top of the orange as well. And I'll use the keyboard shortcut Command right bracket, and that moves it up. And then I want the purple to be on top. And instead of going through several steps, I can use the keyboard shortcut Shift Command right bracket, and it takes it all the way to the top. Now I'm going to unlock the bounding box, and I'll select all of the design and the bounding box, and I'm going to group it using the keyboard shortcut Command G. And then I'll come over to the brushes panel, and I'm going to drag our design into this pattern brush, and I'll hold down the Option key and drop it in the first bin and release my mouse. And right off I see that my design is in the outer corner tile where I want it. When you look at the preview panel, this looks just a little big, but it will be fine when we apply it in the pattern brush. Then I just want to point out that when you create your outer corner tile, you create it for the top left corner, then Illustrator takes care of all the other corners. So let's click OK and move all of this up and out of the way, and get the rectangle tool, keyboard shortcut M, and drag this out. I'll go to the properties panel and remove the fill, and then to the brushes panel and apply our pattern brush. I'm going to go to the properties panel and just lower the size of this stroke. And what we've ended up with is a seamless pattern brush that includes an outer corner tile that really flows with the side tiles. Now I'm going to delete these, and we'll look at making a side tile with one single object and no bounding box. I'll come over to the layers panel, and I'm going to bring up a heart that I have already created. And since we don't need a bounding box, we can just go ahead to the brushes panel and drag it in. And I'm going to select pattern brush and say OK, and I'll label it hearts and say OK. I move my heart, and then I'll get the rectangle tool, keyboard shortcut M, drag out my rectangle, go to the properties panel and remove the fill, and then go to the brushes panel and apply the pattern brush. Then I'll get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V. Illustrator has auto-generated an outer corner tile for us, but it doesn't look much like a heart, and I wouldn't want to use that. So I'm going to just take my heart and I'm going to rotate it. I'll use the rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, hold down my shift key, and I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. And then I'll get my selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I'm going to drag this into the brushes panel. And again, I hold the Option key down and drop it into that first bin and release my mouse. So the heart is in the outer corner tile bin. It is big, but I think that's going to be okay once we apply it. And I'll say OK. And then I am going to say, yes, please apply to strokes. And here we have a heart that is in our seamless pattern brush, and it looks like it fits perfectly. If I want to space these apart, I'll just select this rectangle, and I'll come down to the little icon in the brushes panel, and I'm going to put in 20% spacing and say OK, and I'll deselect this. That is still looking very nice. It is not only seamless, but everything is even. I can go to the properties panel and select this and reduce the size, and it still looks fine. So in this case, I was able to take one single object and use it for a side tile and for an outer corner tile and never use a bounding box, and I ended up with a seamless pattern brush. Sometimes it will work. Sometimes you need a bounding box to create an outer corner tile. And sometimes you might want to use the outer corner tile that Illustrator auto-generates. And that's what I'll be talking about in our next video. So join me again soon for another video about creating pattern brushes in Adobe Illustrator. Thanks for watching. Bye now.